All right, we're
Live
live.
from inside.
This is season 3, episode 3, sunk costs. As you can tell, I'm outside with a road and a mountain behind me. So I'll mute if there's like any big trucks and motorcycles coming through. Anyway, let's get down to this episode. This episode was great. Love this episode.
This was
We saw the
very.
first meeting between Mike and Gus.
This one was very Breaking Bad-ish, very much so.
That exactly. From the opening scene all the way
Yes.
through. Those sneakers.
Yeah, the sneakers up on the wire.
I
Yeah,
went
and
out
then
from Brooklyn. There were always a pair of sneakers up on the wire. Now my roommate, I didn't look this up. Maybe I should be looking this up. But said it's kind of like drug dealer code. Like this is my corner. It could be code for all kinds of things.
Yeah. We do have a couple of sneakers on Paralons over here, and
Really?
yeah, and it's either drug or they either mark their territory like gangs and stuff.
Right. Something. So that's what that was. Or it could be like your signal that this is the drop point, which was the case here later. But in the beginning, we don't know why we're seeing sneakers hanging off a wire.
Yeah.
And then we see a Los Pollos Hermanos truck kind of pass under them, and then they fall onto the road.
Oh.
And that's the opener.
Yeah.
And then after that,
there you go.
When they come back
of the RV, and like
yeah,
a pair of pants flying. There's a pair of sneakers.
Yeah. Yeah, that is very similar. And then after that, they pick up right where they left off from the last week, when Mike was chasing down Victor and lost him. But then he finds the gas cap and the cell phone with the cell phone on top, and he answers it. And it's Gus.
Yes. No, he answered it at the end of last week.
Yeah.
But all we got was the yeah.
But we got to hear the conversation this week.
No, I wasn't expecting it to be Gus himself quite yet. I really thought it would be another
Victor.
guy that worked with Gus. Or Victor. And when he started talking, I was like, oh my God, he's doing this himself. This is big time.
Yeah, because every time Gus does everything himself, shit's about to go down.
Yeah. Interesting conversation there too.
Yeah.
He's so pleasant about it. You know, you can't kill Hector Salamanca yet.
Yeah.
You know, I need him for the moment. I sympathize with your how was it? Sense of justice.
And
it's also reminiscent of Gus telling the cousins not to kill Walt.
Yeah.
Because he needed Walt. And to go after Hank. Because Hank's the one who did all this stuff.
Whoa. Is that you, Henry?
Yeah. Yep. It's thundering. Yeah, there's a thunderstorm going on here. Yep.
I need some noise, man.
And but you know, Gus did not say that Mike couldn't mess with Hector's business. He did not say that though.
Right. Oh yeah, you can do anything you want as long as it's not killing him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
He was even encouraging him. That was great, you know.
Yep.
You got to him. Good job.
Yeah. And Mike agreed. He said, "Fair enough. We'll do it that way." You know.
Yeah.
I'm looking on the Wikipedia page of Better Call Saul, and they said that Tyrus was in this episode. I missed him.
Really?
I didn't see him. Yeah.
From the whole 2 SUVs.
Oh, so I told you Tyrus was going to show up.
And he wasn't the only one who showed up.
Victor.
Gus's doctor.
Yeah, Gus's doctor.
Gus's doctor. Yes.
I wasn't expecting Gus's doctor to make a comeback.
That was awesome to see him.
Tyrus. How the hell? I watched it twice. and I'm always like checking them out to see if there's somebody. So
He apparently Gus arrived in the same car as Tyrus.
so here's where
Oh.
Mike and Gus, they established themselves. They've crossed paths. They're now intertwined,
Mm-hmm.
which is, will continue in Breaking Bad.
Mhm.
Forbes magazine was talking about how somebody wrote an article and it was really, really like not paying attention. They said that weren't really sure about the Gus we were going to get. For all we knew, he was just, the nice restaurant owner last week. And I'm like, yeah, no, we knew that at the end of the last season.
Mhm.
He's the Gus that we know. Anyway.
And don't forget, Mike showed him the note. He's, remember he showed Gus the note, the note that
Yeah,
said
the don't
"don't."
know.
Yeah, that's another thing we saw. Yeah, so
Mhm.
Everything is played out very Breaking Bad style. That whole scene where they
yes,
get
it
together
is.
is really Breaking Bad, Little bits and pieces of things happening, what is
Mm-hmm.
going on. Even some of the music. Dave Porter really went to some Breaking Bad music in this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
the
loving the
music
feel,
style.
that you can do it without Walt and Jesse.
but the one nice thing is they don't have music in some scenes, but it actually works.
Right.
There's some
And
scenes there's no music at all.
that was their philosophy for Breaking Bad, but the tone of the music was it was more upbeat, and this was like a Breaking Bad episode,
Mm-hmm.
and the
Yeah,
music was
the tone is starting to get Breaking Bad dark.
the point of view shots, the
Hmm.
whole desert encounters, the western
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing.
Yep. So meanwhile, we see Jimmy. He's waiting for the cops because Chuck's already called them.
Oh, excellent exchange out there.
Yes.
Hmm.
Excellent.
And then I think we're going to see some foreshadowing through Jimmy because Jimmy told Chuck that he's going to die alone in a hospital bed with all the electromagnetism beaming down on him. I think that's going to be foreshadowing.
I do
Chuck's
too.
Chuck's
Yeah.
on his last stand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, here I am. I could be your brother. I could still do things for you and help you, but you're an asshole.
Hmm.
You're gonna die alone, and it's not gonna
Yeah.
be pleasant.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that was pretty awesome. And then I
And
like the
here's
song they used when they put him in the car and they took him to jail. I'm not
Yeah,
sure what the song was called, but it was good usage of that song.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's by Little Richard, which surprised me.
Wow.
I don't remember and have watched it
Maybe.
twice.
Yeah, it's called "Hurry Sundown" by Peter, Paul, and Mary, performed by Little Richard.
Ah,
Oh yeah, because
yeah. It
Peter
was
Paul.
that was a very appropriate song choice, I think, for that
Hmm.
scene.
Really, that's funny. I just happened to use I don't know if you saw that viral list that was going around. 9, 10 bands, one spot,
Yes.
and I put down Peter, Paul, and Mary as one of my choices.
Yeah.
We won't play the
I
game,
saw I saw that.
but
Yeah.
Peter, Paul, and Mary was one of my choices. So interesting. This is gonna deserve a third watch because I have to hear
So
Peter,
of
Paul, and
Yep.
course,
Mary.
he's at
And
the jailhouse. They say, "Hey, would you like for somebody to represent you?" I'll be representing myself. But
mm-hmm.
then he runs into that guy, the guy who was
Yeah.
his rival from the first season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the same dude.
Yeah.
And I like we got to saw the coffee shot again, where the cup
Uh huh.
drops down and pours the coffee in.
Yeah.
We saw
Yep.
that again
Yep.
from the very first
I
season, but it was
know.
for the guy DDA Oakley. That's his name.
Yeah. Oakley. Yeah. Oakley. Yep. That it was cool to see him back on there. I was like, oh, sweet.
Hmm.
Okay, so there's somebody. Oh, you mean from a previous season of this show?
Yep.
Okay.
Remember when Jimmy for the first season? Remember
Was doing the
he
yeah.
was trying cases and he always was against Oakley.
The bald
He was
dude.
a
The bald
pro
dude, the
bono
bald
lawyer,
dude.
basically. The
Yes.
public
The bald
defender.
guy. Yeah,
Public
yeah.
defender who got shit for pay.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. And they brought him back. I was like, oh, cool. They brought him back.
And he had the most casual booking.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
As the whole time he's just, he knows the drill and he's going through it and he's just chatting. Even the courtroom scene, it's like, really, okay, you know. I'm not used to seeing you as a defendant.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he's like, I don't like being seen this way, but everything is very familiar. It's just that he's in hot water now.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's on the other side.
And he
Yeah,
knows,
he is.
and I don't know if he's already said it. I think he talks about it later to Kim, that Chuck planned that out perfectly. That was the purpose of the tape. It
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
could never be used legally, but it could be used in another way.
Yep.
And my roommate called this back when we started watching the very beginning of the last episode. Before we even started watching it, he said Chuck is setting it up so that Jimmy breaks in.
Mm-hmm.
Or no,
Mm-hmm.
what did he say? No, he didn't say that. He did say a break-in so it could be used as evidence
Mhm.
Yep.
against him. But he was wrong about that part because it's not going to be used as evidence. It's
No.
just,
No, it's just
it's
going to
not
be breaking and entering.
it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But he called this break-in, and Chuck planned this all out. And like Jimmy said, he fell for it like a schmuck. He just
Mhm.
fell right into the trap.
Yep. And
Yeah,
what was
me
interesting.
and Henry's going back and forth on Facebook, and I mentioned that what if Chuck gets ill before he gets ready to be testified and
Mm-hmm.
goes into the hospital?
Jimmy wouldn't help him. See, Jimmy's like, no more. I'm done.
Mhm. Yeah, then we
Oh
get into
yeah,
the great
strong
montage
language
with
about
Kim.
it.
That I love. Yeah, I love that montage with Kim. She's getting ready. She's in the shower. She's making
Mhm.
coffee and all that. Yeah. And the way they shot that, and edited it was. I love the way they shot and edited that
Mhm.
scene, that sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she's really got her shit together. She's got energy.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of like, I hate you might disagree, but she's kind of like the Skylar. She, you know, she knows how to get shit done. She
Mhm.
does it. She has a work ethic. Um, and she's got a moral compass, at least right now,
Mhm.
that
Mm-hmm.
points in a good direction.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
the antagonist with Walt, or Kim, is just not going to be able to keep up. She's not going to hang in there with Jimmy. At some point,
Yeah.
she's going to want out of
Yeah,
there.
yeah, that's true. So let's see. So Kim offers. She gets to the courthouse, the courtroom. She offers to defend Jimmy. Jimmy's like, no, no, no. I want to do this myself.
Mhm. Yeah, Jimmy doesn't want Kim near this because he knows it's going to ruin the whole Mesa Verde case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He doesn't want to see that happen to Kim. He wants her to be focused on that. So.
And he's fairly confident in his ability to defend
Mm-hmm.
himself.
Yep.
He doesn't feel like he can't do it. This is what he's been doing, defending, but she keeps getting involved anyway. Because doesn't she convince him later to just let her help convince him later?
I think he does. I think she does. Like when they're both smoking the cigarette, which also is a callback to the first season,
Mm-hmm.
where they were both smoking the
Oh
same
yeah, and the
cigarette.
remark that it was stale
It'd been in his glove compartment.
since the
What's it?
doors matched.
Yeah, all the doors matched. Yeah, I know. That old POS car.
Yeah,
So
because there's
meanwhile,
Kim,
Yeah.
or maybe she does it unofficially. I've watched it twice, and it's been a big TV show week for me. Who does she talk to get that? No, 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 no. She doesn't. Chuck. Chuck sort of
Yeah,
has a
Chuck
change of
talks with
heart.
talking with I guess his lawyer that's representing him.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? It's not really a change of heart. It's getting exactly what he wants.
Hmm.
No,
But even if
she was
it's
supposed to be like the prosecuting attorney, going after Jimmy.
defending attorney.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But Chuck's idea of that uh pre-prosecution
The
Yeah.
pre-trial interview.
something, in other words, you plead guilty, but if
Hmm.
you keep your nose clean for a year, it all goes away.
Yeah.
Yep.
And but the one of the things was he would have to plead guilty to a felony,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
that's what he wants him to do. He wants him to go into court and say that he pleads to a felony, and like Jimmy's saying, and that might go away with the courts and all, but it won't go away with the bars. It's just not.
Hmm.
Right. Uh-huh. But I mean, Chuck, he really didn't have the heart to put Jimmy in jail. He really didn't have the heart to do it.
Oh no! See, what I'm saying is he's putting on that as a freaking show.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
Uh-huh.
he's
exactly what I was getting ready to
my
say.
brother. He
That's
does
exactly what I
so
was
much.
getting ready to say. Is he just putting on a good show?
Yep. He
Yeah.
does it because, like I said, he can get Jimmy out of law this way.
Hmm. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Jimmy's basically backed in a corner now. Either way, he's going to get disbarred,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what Chuck wanted.
But Jimmy was still able to avoid jail time, though. That's the thing. Or any
It's not
further
about jail
jail.
time. It's about the career. It really
Yeah.
is. Chuck wants to squash him right where he lives.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy wants to do this. He's tried so hard. He's worked so hard.
Yeah.
And freaking Chuck just wants to squash him like a bug.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why? Nobody seems to know why. It's
Yeah.
just because he's got, eternal asshole disease. I don't know.
But I mean,
Chronic.
big props to Michael McKean. He's just killing it in that role. He is just great.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love him as Chuck. I mean, of course, he's becoming kind of the guy you love to hate, but you also kind of feel for him a little bit too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel less and less for him. I used to.
So
Now,
But
yeah.
right now, it's just
everybody's comparing Chuck and Skyler.
really
Yeah, because they're
more like
saying that
Chuck and
Chuck and
Walt.
Skyler is the most hated of the whole series.
Hmm.
Well, that might be true, but they're really not. The writers would all disagree. I'm telling you, of
Hmm.
both shows, because um, Chuck is more like Walt. He's got an ego that won't quit, and it's getting in the way, and it's making him do horrible
Mm-hmm.
things.
Yep, that's true.
Hmm.
I
True.
think really Kim is more like Skylar, and again, she's the antagonist to Jimmy,
Hmm.
and she is not going to put up with his transformation, just like Skylar had trouble with Walt's transformation.
Hmm.
He's got standards, and it's like they already have the deal that if Jimmy
Yep.
steps over the line, it's not legal. She doesn't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus, Chuck
Which is a little
and
different than the way
Skyler.
Skylar would have handled it, but
Yeah, but Chuck
Skylar
and
would have been
Skyler
like,
is completely different because Skyler went on ahead and let Walt did his own thing. Chuck is
eventually,
adamant not doing this to
Mm-hmm.
be disbarred.
Yeah,
mm,
that's very true. Now, let's see. Jimmy had wanted Francesca to take him somewhere, didn't he, or something like that?
he had to drive to his car after he got a
Oh,
bail
Yeah,
driving
to
to
get
his
his car home.
car. That's right. Yeah, now I remember.
Yeah, we talked about this last week. This is not the Francesca we know in Breaking Bad.
No. Yeah, her personality on Breaking Bad was completely different than it is on Better Call Saul.
Hmm.
he's gonna beat her down. I mean, and look at, there's a change in clientele from what they've got right now to what they will
Mhm.
have in Breaking Bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this is an office, nice older people, and very,
Mhm.
very sweet and endearing. And then it's going to transform into the strip mall office with the tacky decorations. And,
Yeah.
God Bless America played in the waiting room, and these, like the dregs of humanity, looking for representation.
Yeah.
The guilty,
Column
all the guilty ones.
Roman
They're all guilty.
Roman or Greek type columns in the office.
Yeah.
Greek type columns in the office.
Yep. And the Statue of Liberty blow up thing
Uh-huh.
on the
Yeah.
roof. It was
So meanwhile
tacky.
we see Mike. He goes down to Mexico. He goes to see Gus's doctor. He's
Yeah.
retrieving some sort of powder. We don't know what it is. It's in a
It's
little
meth.
packet.
It's meth.
Ah, meth.
It was
Okay.
confirmed that it was meth
Aha.
to the inside of the episode, and they said it was meth.
Ah, yes. Okay. Well, there you go. Well, and he had planned for that. Then he buys a pair of sneakers, high tops, nice
Mhm.
red high tops, red and white. Throws them ties them together, throws them up onto the. It was like a
Not
cable.
so fast. Not so fast.
No.
That's actually, it took him a bunch of tries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
That was
Yeah,
hilarious.
I know.
Unlike the pizza toss,
Yeah.
it's kind
Mhm.
of a throwback to the roof pizza,
Mhm.
only Walt did it in one try.
Uh-huh. Bryan Cranston did that in one try, but it was
Yes.
perfect. Yeah, the way he did it. But they showed Mike throwing it up a bunch of times, and he finally got it up there. Then he waits for one of Hector's trucks to show up.
Mhm.
Well, stuffs that one of those high tops.
Yep.
Yeah, he stuffs it with the meth and he throws it up there. And
Yeah.
then
Oh,
Hector's
back
truck.
to the doctor though. You know what's hilarious is that he couldn't name a quantity. He's like, this big.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the doctor's like, how much in grams? I don't
But
know.
did you
About
notice how
six.
they introduced the doctor? They had the camera focus on
The
the wheelchair.
wheelchair. Foreshadowing again.
Oh yeah.
Yes, foreshadowing again. Yeah, and I said that to Shane. I said the wheelchair, foreshadowing.
Hector.
So the two guys they get out of the truck and they stop to put something in the hidey hole, one of those little hidey holes, which we
Mhm.
see
Right. Which
we
is
see
what
those
the
hidey
trees
holes.
represent.
It was a
That
dead drop.
Yeah, dead drop.
right.
Right, like on Breaking Bad, they did the same thing. So Mike's got his sniper rifle. He's shooting it off, but he's not shooting at anybody. He just kind of shooting it in the air and makes the two drivers think it's a hunter or hunters.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like not even paying attention. They're like whatever,
Mm-hmm.
gunshots.
Yeah.
And we're trying. It's like, what is he doing? What the heck is he doing? And then you finally see what is up.
Yep. He waits until the truck gets right underneath the shoes, shoots one of the shoes, the powder falls onto the truck,
And it's meth.
and it's
Until
meth.
it's, yep.
And they're going through the checkpoint. They're going back to Mexico, and all of a sudden,
Doggy.
dogs, the search dogs find the meth. They sniff the meth, and then they put the guys on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and next week I saw the teaser. The DEA is involved.
Uh huh.
Hank next week or
I
Monday
don't
night.
know.
Actually.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
The
But
DEA.
if not Hank,
Really?
we might see maybe Gomi or some other DEA agents from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Gomi lives. I mean, the actor. He lives in ABQ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's Gonzo, Jesus Jr.
Yeah.
He gives tours around Albuquerque of different Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul locations.
Yeah,
I'll have to go. I know there. I should go visit her.
it's great. Yeah, when they was
set.
shooting for the last week's episode at the Twisters, a Breaking Bad tour was coming along when they was getting ready to shoot Gus's scene. So they had to go out through the back and hide Giancarlo in a RV or some kind of camper so that it wouldn't be ruined.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, they came close to
wow.
ruining it.
That's great.
There's actually several Twisters locations in Albuquerque. I'm wondering which one it is that they filmed Los Pollos Hermanos at.
But yeah, this is Jimmy is really, really, really changing his view. So I think he has just hit the wall with Chuck for good. I don't think there's any redemption anymore from now on.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think this is
what he said to his face.
Yep.
And the very last line of the episode is about how he could shove that thing up his ass.
Yeah, and before you got sick last week, we discussed into Chuck's house. And it says, no wonder why Rebecca left you. Why didn't she do it sooner?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Well,
and we saw Rebecca last season.
Rage. Yeah.
Jim.
He cherishes, and they established that. I think it was the very first episode where he said, I had 10 minutes today where Chuck didn't hate me. And it was as if that was all he lived for.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he lived for. And then when it goes back to this crapper, it doesn't have to be this way. I don't understand Chuck's problem.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of people in Albuquerque, he's an elite lawyer, different kind of law, well, in some cases, but it's not about competition. It's not about anything that he can gain from it materially. It's just he wants to squash his brother, and it makes no sense. I mean, I'm not saying that as a criticism to the writers, I'm saying that as a criticism of Chuck's character.
Mm-hmm.
He's a jerk.
Yeah.
He makes Tuco look awesome.
Well, according to the preview for this Monday night, we will see Hector again. I wonder if we'll see the cousins as well.
Yeah, we'll see Nacho too.
Oh, Nacho! Oh, cool.
I'd like to see some Tuco and Gonzo and Odos again. I'd like them to come back.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll see Tuco again until Hector gets a stroke.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's when Tuco will come in and take care of him.
Yeah.
Oh, we could see Tuco and Skinny Pete in prison together.
Hey, yeah.
That would be epic.
Skinny Pete, yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. So, do we miss anything, Shane? Did we?
I don't think so. I think we got everything covered.
I think we hit on all the major points. Yeah.
Any predictions for Monday?
Oh goodness. Now I'm wondering what's going to happen with those two truck drivers. I imagine they're going to question them. Where did you get the meth?
Yeah.
Well, Hector is obviously agitated by this.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna know it's a Mike thing because now these two have a rivalry. Now it's funny.
What if this whole scenario right here causes Hector to have the stroke?
That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
No. And the other thing is, I guess once Hector ended up where he was, like, even though Mike was in Breaking Bad, Mike never had anything to do with Hector.
No.
And even though he worked for Gus, and Gus had this animosity toward, it ended up being Gus that went after him and not Mike.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if they really thought about that, because Gus already has established a story of why he hates Hector and would like to be the one to take him out one day. And he has this story when he's talking to Mike in the desert out there in this episode.
Yeah.
It happened. And it wasn't even hitting me because I was so focused on Mike's point of view about Hector and his reasons for hating the guy and how Gus was just so nice about it. Not yet. I understand your sense of justice, but not with that look on his face like that would give away that he has personally had problems with him.
Right.
And he did.
If you're playing poker with Gus, you wouldn't. He does not. He has a poker face.
Yeah.
He would not give anything away. But yeah, this was a tremendous. This was. I mean, these have been 3 great episodes so far of this season. Absolutely amazing.
I can't wait till we get to the episode that Vince Gilligan said that was the 63rd episode of Breaking Bad.
Yes, that's going to be awesome. That is going to be awesome. Yeah.
Well, this is starting to feel like it. It was really starting to feel like it. The 3 big shows this week all did the same thing. They all kind of did shout outs, paid homage to the works of art that inspired them. This Motel series finale. So, of course, we're talking about paying homage to the movie Psycho. Fargo, the TV show. Great. Now it's Easter eggs from the film, even though Fargo isn't about film. And then now we've got Better Call Saul with the Breaking Bad, the feel to it, the characters.
And I love Fargo the movie. Yeah, with William
Fargo's
H. Macy.
great. I saw the movie. The movie's amazing.
William H. Macy and Francis
Steve Buscemi.
McDormand, Steve Buscemi, who's also in The Big Lebowski, which I saw last week. That is freaking hilarious. I love the Big
That's good.
Lebowski.
You guys should think about picking this one up because, it's just like Breaking Bad's first season, dark comedy.
And Shane, didn't you say Bob Odenkirk was on the series Fargo?
Yep. He was the sheriff.
First season.
Yeah.
And I always forget that because Fargo stands out so much on its own that I forget, so-and-so was in it. Yeah, Jesse Plemons.
Yeah, second season.
Yeah. Ewan McGregor's on there now.
Playing 2 characters.
I was watching an episode of ER yesterday. He was on an episode of ER back in the 90s.
Really?
Yes. Ewan McGregor, he was. That's right.
I've seen every episode of that show.
Of course, William H. Macy was on ER also.
Love him.
As Dr.
Now I was going to say. I figure we get to see more of Mike and Stacy. And
yes, we do see Stacy this Monday night.
Yep.
His daughter-in-law.
Yeah, I saw the preview, and while Mike was watching the DEA coming out and taking Hector's stuff, Stacy called him up on the phone.
So
I am not even trying hard to try to figure out what it. I like to just sit back and watch it unfold, like Breaking Bad, because it's not really that predictable.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing about the thing about shows like Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, you can't say there's a bad episode of any of those.
No.
Breaking Bad, I can say there was not one bad episode. People disagree with a few. One.
Better Call Saul, I mean, my gosh, amazing. It's been really good this season, and the first 3 episodes, amazing stuff.
I hope that they do a bottle episode of Better Call Saul, just like they did with Fly. Just have a episode about Saul. Once Jimmy gets into Saul, and have that a bottle episode, and go through what Saul does and throughout the day. I think that'd be real interesting.
It would be. That would be cool.
Or Gus.
Or Gus, that'd be great.
Mike's gonna end up working for him.
Yeah, you notice. I mean, Gus did not offer Mike the chance to work for him just yet. He didn't make any offer.
Oh
You
no,
know,
he's not even
Mm-mm.
thinking that. He just doesn't want him to kill Hector right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he's not. But he's not such a barbarian that he's just going to kill the guy, because I mean that's generally, what do you do?
Mm-hmm.
Threatening somebody, so you kill the somebody who's trying to kill the other person.
Hmm.
But Gus has obviously done his homework on Mike, so he knows a lot
Yes.
about him
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
for him.
Well, it's like what Gus always says. I like to think I see things in people, and I imagine he sees some good stuff in Mike for
Mm-hmm.
sure.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it on this episode.
This was tremendous. Oh
Great
man,
episode. I can't wait to see what the rest of the episodes have in store.
yeah.
Oh, I got a question. So there's rumblings of a writer's strike that might be happening.
Yes, it might affect The Walking Dead,
Oh, really?
and yeah, it might affect The Walking Dead.
But a lot of stuff.
Possibly
I think
Better Call Saul will probably be affected.
Mm-hmm.
Better Call Saul should be a done deal by now. It's probably all filmed. You think?
I
Well,
don't think
not
they
this
start
season.
filming until summer,
But
Well, I
season
mean, I'm talking
four.
the
about.
season that we're in
I'm
should be good.
yeah, season four. Season four might be affected. You never know. I mean, I hope not, but there's a
Mm-hmm.
possibility.
Well, I try not to worry about it, because when Breaking Bad came out, that's why the first season is so short,
Mm-hmm.
because it was a writer's strike.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And because of the strike, it gave them a chance to rethink
Speaking
telling
of
all the
Breaking
episodes.
Bad, got all of it. 3 box
Gotta catch
sets.
them all.
Got them all.
Now you
This is
need Better
it.
Call Saul.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't see those up there at Walmart, but these I saw. Only $20 for 20 bucks each, but it was worth it.
Mm-hmm.
This has all of it. It's all here. All the commentary, it's everything. It's all here.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my parents to finish watching, but my stepmother still can't get over Walt and Jane. And he got so under her skin that she can't deal with it. She can handle
Yeah.
a lot of interesting movies, but I've had her watch movies, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the movie Dogville, which is
Mm-mm.
No, I haven't.
Lars von Trier, who's very, very, very weird and dark and interesting. And long story short, it involves a lot of torture and violence. And anyway, I can't believe you made me watch. I hate these people. Emotionally invested, for sure. Oh,
Alan, I meant to tell you, there was another episode of ER I saw, not this past week, but last week. Abraham was on an episode of ER.
really?
Michael Cudlitz, yeah, he was playing the fireman. I was like, I knew the haircut, the hairstyle game was. Oh, that's Abraham.
Yeah, they've.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, and Natanya, the actress that played Natanya, her name is Deborah May, which is also my mother's name. It's spelled the same way. She was a nurses administrator on ER.
Tanya?
Natanya. From Oceanside.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Oh,
different, a wrong show. Okay.
I'm back.
Wow. It's kind of like how everybody's been on Law and Order, but
Uh huh.
actors. Because so I'm watching Fargo, and they name a character. We don't see him. They just throw it his name. That's all I'll say. It's
Oh,
not a big spoiler,
wow.
because I have to tell you who. The character's name is Stan Grossman. He was in the movie.
Uh huh.
I don't know if you remember, but he was like the father's, like financial advisor.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
Oh, wait a minute,
I'm
Stan
gonna talk to
Grossman.
Stan Grossman, the
Stan
character of
Grossman.
Oh,
Fargo.
is that the guy from Tom Cruise from Tropic Thunder?
I don't think so, but what surprised me was that in Little Miss Sunshine there's a Stan Grossman, and it's
Oh,
not the same guy, it's the same name.
I think that was Les
mhm.
Like, I
Grossman.
don't
Yeah,
know.
Les Grossman was in Tropic Thunder. That was Tom Cruise's character
Oh, yeah.
in Tropic
Now let
Thunder.
me finish
Yeah.
here.
Sorry, Ellen.
Miss Sunshine a long time ago, and I don't remember the Stan Grossman character. And guess who played him? One guess.
Oh.
Steve Carell.
Bryan Cranston.
Oh
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, that's
And
right.
I
Yeah.
got my phone in my hand. I'm like, oh, look at the. Oh, so yeah. Talk about
Oh,
not knowing.
cool.
You don't know the people at the time at all. But if I saw the movie now, I'd be like, oh, that's one of the greatest actors ever, right there.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, enjoy Monday night. I didn't get to watch till
Yeah.
Friday.
Oh,
oh.
okay.
Well, all right. Yeah. So we'll see you here next week, same time, and I might be outside again because this has been fun.
I'm trying to think what the name of Monday's episode is going to be.
It's going to be Subariso.
Severicito.
Yeah, I'm not. I have no clue how to pronounce that, so I just winged it.
Yeah.
But episode 4 next Saturday. See you here next Saturday. Good night, everybody.